Oh man, good morning from Rocket Travels. We are at Rocket Towers. I said I wouldn't. I done a vlog last night. I was really manic. I do get manic sometimes when I'm not. As soon as I stick the camera on, I sit down. Oh man, yeah. As soon as I stick the camera on, I just get really manic. I need to slow down a little bit. Don't know what that's all about, anxiety or something. I don't know. Anyway, we had a great night last night. If you watched the last vlog around the Pay My Tuesday night market, me eating a bug, man. I watched back the footage. I've posted it out, always do. I've got nothing to hide, man. Yeah, I was like cringing, like eating that. I only had one bug. That's about as far as I'm going, and I'm not eating bugs ever again. Like last night in bed, I'm sure I could still taste it and feel it in me. It was causing me issues. Anyway, I think I'm better off vlogging in the mornings because I get more manic as the day goes on. At the moment, I don't feel too manic. Anyway, today we're going to go over, because it's gone over a year. We've been in Tipperwan, in Hua Hin, in our little house here. We've been here over a year now, and unfortunately I was back in the UK when we had our first year anniversary. So I wanted to do a yearly cost of living update. So, like, you know, originally when we moved in, I did a vlog on you know, how everything cost, but it also included like the moving costs, the deposit, all kinds of things. So over the year we now have a really good idea of how much we spend each month. This is going to be a monthly budget, cost of living, so everything will be monthly, and I'll explain what our household bills are, my weekly spend, and what we spend extra, i.e. me doing my travelling and stuff, and how we're coping. Are we surviving? Does the budget work? Are we happy here in our little house? Is it sufficient? You know, we'll go over everything, but first things first, I'm going to give you a little retour of the house we live in. So we rent a 2-bedroom house, reasonably new build. It's a few years old now. I always call it a new build. New builds get older, don't they? So it's not new, but yeah, it's very nice house. We absolutely love it here. It is we haven't got a view. I'm not going to show you the view, we're just going to show you inside the house. Yeah, we don't have a view, so but it's okay, you know. It's in like a little cul-de-sac, that's what you'd call it in the UK. Yeah, it's got a dead end, so we don't get any traffic bar people that live down the soy, and it's quiet. The neighbours are quiet. Sometimes, you know, people have a little bit of a siesta. It's all good. You know, it's a bit of give and take, you know, with you know, people socialising and stuff. You know, people have to live their lives and you know, have their friends round and have a little break out now and then, but it's all good. There's no dramas. It's really good. So yeah, we absolutely love living here. We love living in Tipperwan. It's absolutely spot on. There's 2 or 3 bars for me to pop down in the afternoon. There's 2 7-Elevens. There's little street side stalls selling vegetables and cooked meat in the evening. And also, if you get up early, like I've said in previous vlogs, there's people cooking on the streets early for people going to work. Has absolutely everything you want. Pharmacies, ATMs. It's literally 10 minutes down Canal Road to the town centre and the markets, supermarkets. Location wise, it's absolutely superb. We're even just a stone's throw from Hua Hin Hospital, public hospital. I fortunately don't have any cause to go to the hospital, but the boss goes there once or twice a year, check up things. So I'm going to show you now, give you a little show around where we're at with the house. From a year ago. I've watched back on the vlog from a year ago, and it's interesting because, like, we were just moving in and it was bare, and now we still do need stuff for the house, but it is starting to take shape. The more time I'm here, the more we can add. So let's give you a little show around. Right, I have this lovely carport area. We don't have a car, so it's like our little oasis. There is my mate Charlie the chicken. The boss went mad when I bought that. And yeah, we have various plants to make it look attractive. I'm on a rental at the moment. When I come back, I use a company in Soy 94. I think they're called Angel. It's 150 baht a day. I'll go over the costs of all that in my review of our cost of living. I have a little seating area. All this seating, wooden seats and stuff, is really, really affordable. You know, it's all over the place. I think it's like recycled, upcycled wood. But yeah, we don't particularly sit down here a lot. I sometimes have a little siesta there. Here's the boss's bike. Yeah, that's a story for another day. More plants. Right, here is Beastie. Beastie, my mountain bike, is feeling a little bit poorly. It only has one wheel. The other wheel has had a flat tyre. Yes, Beastie had a flat tyre and it's in the bicycle hospital. I'm going to collect it after I've done this vlog. Right, so here we go. We have this. What I like about this house is we have this little. It's all raised. That's the big main bedroom there. We can open all the windows open on there, but we do have this lovely, like kind of balcony area. For what we're paying, it is very, very posh. Look at this. Absolutely lovely. So there's my little. This is like my little office, my little nest. I sit out there, here, do all my editing. I've got all my junk and my bits and bobs, and I do all my paperwork there. There's Rocket Travels, look. Here's my little screensaver. Yeah, I do everything there. I love sitting here. Let's have a quick sit. I'm going to show you around the house first, and we're going to go over all my costs and explain how it all works. And at the end, we'll let you know how well we're doing. I won't spoil it. This is going to be unedited, by the way. I'm stumbling with words. Right, let's crack on. Right, let's go in. The house does have these lovely, got to watch where I'm standing back, big double doors, but we tend just to use this one door here. And then as you come in, oh right, I was going to put the lights on. Should we put the lights on? Right, let's put the lights on. Right, lights are on. Is that any better? I don't know. Yeah, this is like our living room. It's pretty much as it is now. We did on one of my trips back here. This was an addition. We have this lovely big wardrobe, and we share this. We don't have his and hers wardrobes. I do have all my jackets in there from the UK, which yeah, I can't see myself using unless I have a trip back to the UK. Yeah, various bits of junk, camping equipment. There's my tents down there. I'm going camping this weekend. I'm going in search of Boo the dog. So if you watch my channel, I befriended a little dog in the jungle, and I'm going to go and try and find him Sunday night. We're going to go camping, potentially. Yeah, the sofa. This was all put in when we first moved in. It serves its purpose. What else can we say? We're minimalist people. We have a fan, TV. We do have some pictures now on the wall, so we will be adding more pictures to the wall. These actually I bought from the UK. I put in my suitcase. They're mother of pearl. If you know what mother of pearl is, Google it. So yeah, we're minimalists. I don't like if I don't need it, I don't buy it. We just have what we need. So we don't have loads and loads of junk and ornaments and stuff. It's just stuff to move around if you ever move. Right, we are going into the kitchen. I love my kitchen. The kitchen is, if I stand back a little bit by the door, it is actually very spacious. We have lots and lots of space. Thai kitchen. We don't have ovens. and we don't really need an oven. We just have basics: kettle, what's that, rice cooker, we have a toaster, we have a microwave, we have an air fryer. We don't use the toaster and the microwave that often. The microwave very rarely gets used. I think it's because the amount of times we eat out, and when we do cook in, it's either with the air fryer or we do have this double gas burner. And for those of you who get excited about my gas situation, there's been a bit of drama over it's all good. If I've like moaned and whinged and given it, it's just a bit of fun. So yeah, carry on making comments about the gas. But there is the gas, and we had that installed the other day. Amongst all the drama, I nearly fell over it. I'm so excited. Right, yes, we don't have like a cupboard, a larder as you'd have. We have just some cheap, this is like, I don't know what it is, it's like metal, cheap metal shelving, just basic pots and pans. I have got from the UK lots and lots of gravy granules. I also have from the UK a lot of these Schwartz packet mixes, creamy pepper mainly, and chili con carne, and in these boxes here we have a lot of them. And as you can see, I've been told off for this, we acquired some HP sauce sachets. That's basically where our little, that's like our larder really. Yeah, not too exciting. We always store plenty of water. This is where we keep our water. And out here, this is our little back postage stamp back door area. This is where we do our washing. So we have like a very big rack. Bang it out. The boss has got an obsession with this bit of cardboard. I'm going to get a piece of wood there or something because it's looking untidy. But yeah, that's the area where we do our washing. If I can show you down the side, we never ever, oh yeah, it needs a sweep down there actually. And it's my inflatable swimming pool down there. Yeah, we don't really use that back passage. Yeah, it's like a, yeah, not really, I don't know what the word is. Anyway, move on from that because I'm stumbling, and this is unedited. You'll see now how hard it is to be a YouTuber, because you come to a point and you just stop and you don't know what you're going to say next. So this is unedited, so yeah, you just have to put up with it. This is one of my main happy points in the house, is my fridge. You've got to have a decent fridge in Thailand. We don't particularly keep a lot in there food-wise because we're always eating out and we buy daily or buy daily. But yeah, not a lot in there. There is all my stash of chang, and for the evening a pot. Oh, it's noisy, man. Some vino, cheap Charlie vino. Now we are making a visit to Macro today, and we will fill up that with chicken and rice. We buy it in bulk and then we separate it into little portions and then freeze it. So it makes sense, doesn't it? If you buy a big lump and you only want a little bit, you've got to defrost it every time just to get a little bit. So we bag it up separate. Anyway, that's the kitchen. Yes, we do have, there is some small storage space here. I don't often go in here, but the boss keeps all her sauces and stuff in there. To be quite honest, I don't know, I've never looked in the other cupboard, ever. But there is some bits and bobs, pestle and mortar, sauce, pan, pot thing. Super cool, yeah? Right, so that is the kitchen. That is the living room. Quickly show you the bathroom. I've just had a shower, so the toilet's the bathroom's all wet and a bit steamy. Yeah, it's just basic walk-in shower, sink, mirror. We don't have a power shower. We have we just have a shower head connected to the. We do have, look, there is some wire in there for a power shower. But I'm not bothered. Cold shower suits me. Boss never moans. So yeah, if you was out in the villages in Thailand, you wouldn't have a power shower. So there you go. So that's a little tour, just to show you the master bedroom. Yes, let's go in. Hello, nobody in. Okay, master bedroom. Yeah, it has a lot of my junk. What we're missing from the house, we do need some more furniture. We need some set of drawers or some kind of storage system in here. There's all my junk, my camping equipment, my travel bags. I must have about 5 different bags for 5 different circumstances for travelling. Let's go around a bit this way. Lighting. Lights please. Yeah, what we done recently, our last purchase was curtains. And they're blackout curtains as well. We splashed out on these. Look at that. Look. There you go. That's a good test. They work. Yeah, we got curtains there and over here. This room has aircon. This house only has one aircon. And in the evenings, what we do is we shut up all the doors, leave this one open, and we sit here, and it house cools down. So we could potentially put another aircon up there. At the moment, because we're renting, the landlady won't put one in on, you know, she won't pay for one. Some of the people that live in these houses, they've put their own in there. Yeah, I mean, we're okay. We're comfortable in the evenings with the fan on as well. We are super cool. Okay, I'm back with a nice cold refreshing kiwi fruit drink with lots of ice. I don't drink tea or coffee, beer and water. Plenty of water and not too much beer, I promise. Sure, something on the screen. Anyway, you guys want to know, this is a review of the past year, and I would imagine these figures are pretty much set in stone for the future, although things, you know, sometimes things change, but they give you an idea. Like if you're thinking of coming to live in Thailand or spending time in Thailand long term, maybe just coming for a year or whatever you want to do, this will give you a good idea of what your regular monthly costs are, you know, once you've settled down and you've paid your deposits and all your moving costs and stuff. This is a year on, and this is our monthly spend. I've gone over this over most months, and it always comes out about the same amount of money. Right, so we'll start at the top. The top is the rent. Now I pay for this house 6,000 baht per month. As far as I'm concerned, that we got a really good deal for that, what we're getting. Also, someone suggested in the comments, oh, your rent's going to go up after a year. They're going to put it up once they got you in. I'm afraid that is wrong. In fact, the rent is potentially going down. As soon as I've sold my house, and there's a little bit more extra funds in the bank, they do a deal. This is according to other neighbours. If you pay for the whole year up front, they give you 1 month free. So the rent will go down if we pay a whole year in advance. So I don't know if that applies to other people renting in Thailand. I know one other person, one of my subscribers, they got a deal on their condo by paying for the year. I think that's right. So yeah, you know, rather than pay monthly, you know, try and commit, and you know, you might get a better deal if you put the money up for the year up front. So obviously you've got to commit there, and you've got to stay there. We're staying here for the foreseeable. I'll just stay here to the end of my days. I love this little house. It is ideal for the two of us, and you know, obviously if we got visitors, we've got a spare room as well, so it is all good. So coming to the next bill, in no particular order, the electric. Now when I'm here living at home, we spend more. When the boss is here on her own and I'm off travelling, we spend less. It's because I use the aircon. She doesn't use the aircon when I'm not here. So on an average, I mean, like this month it was 500 baht. Sometimes when I'm here it goes up to 900 a month, but the average over the year works out 750 per month. Okay, next on the agenda, the gas. If you've been watching my channel, the gas thing, yeah. It's kind of funny, but it's getting a little bit drawn out now. So yes, the gas. Initially, when we had the gas installed, you pay for you have to pay a deposit on the bottle, installation, setting up. We had all sorts of tubes and all kinds of things. It's all, even though it was basic and simple. Yeah, the first time we had the gas bottle in, it cost more. I now know how much the gas costs per year. Yes, it is. It works out per month. The gas works out 25 baht. A bottle's 300 and I think that's 310 baht for a bottle of gas, which lasts us a year. Which works out roughly. These figures are roughly. I'm not going to put the little bahts, pennies as you'd call them in the UK. Yeah, 25 baht a month for our gas, man. I will say now, I'm about not quite halfway through the costs. Anybody from any other country finds this confusion, me talking about baht, there is a currency converter, and there always is with my vlogs in the description. It is impossible to name every single currency every time you're naming an amount. So I always, if I'm whatever country I'm traveling to, I always state costs in local currency. I will, on this occasion, because there's quite a bit of costs, I will convert in the end the total monthly costs into I've got some notes, 4 different currencies. So hopefully that'll help you rather than going to the currency converter. Okay, next up we have the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi costs me 660 roughly, bar a few baht, per month. We're with AIS, and we pay the bill online, and that's yeah, it never changes. It's been the same all year since we've been here. My phone, my data, I only have data on my phone, is roughly about 300 baht per month. Sometimes I have to top up. I'm on like a monthly pay-as-you-go. It's something that that's some things. The more time I spend here, the more time I advertise the UK. Some of the bills will change and need altering a little bit, as you'll see on the healthcare insurance thing in a minute. Some things are changing. My phone, I will probably get something a bit more permanent. I do have some options there. At the moment, I'm on a tourist sim, but that will change. But you can't change everything. Well, you can't do everything at once. I know that one for sure. You certainly can. It's one thing at a time. Right, we'll talk about insurance, healthcare a little bit, because this isn't about healthcare insurance. I get lots of comments. Do I have healthcare? I don't have specific Thai healthcare. Now, the reason I don't have specific Thai healthcare, I think a lot of people that ask the comments are people that are here permanent. You know, they've moved to Thailand, they've got on their retirement visas, marriage visas, or their long-term visas, and you need healthcare, unless you don't want it. It's up to you, personal choice. But if you have, if you're here in those circumstances, you need healthcare, and you need specific Thai healthcare. Now, I'm not always here, and even once I've severed ties with the UK, I'll be travelling. I've got 2-3 year travel plan. So at the moment, I'm on a long-term travel insurance. If you've never come across or you're not aware of long-term travel insurance, there are lots and lots of companies out there that specialise in people like myself, who would be maybe classed as a digital nomad, travel vlogger, who, you know, spend month, 2 months, maybe the odd week in different countries constantly all the time. For example, in the new year, I'm off to Sumatra for 2 months. So obviously, if I'm paying for healthcare here and I'm traveling Indonesia, then my healthcare in Thailand doesn't cover me in Indonesia. So I have travel insurance. The good thing with the long-term travel insurance, it's specialist. It covers me for absolutely everything. Now, the figure is, it's roughly about 3,250 per month. Some people might say that's too much. Some people might say it's not enough. I looked into it very, very thoroughly, so I make sure I'm covered. If you watch my channel, sometimes I go off-road, you know, on my bike. I go off into the jungle. I do, you know, activities that, yeah, push the boundaries a little bit at times. So I need to be covered for everything I do without skipping things, you know. I need to be covered. And obviously with your travel insurance long term, you're covered for your usual flight delay stuff, baggage loss. You know, so you don't get that with your Thai health insurance. So if I had specific Thai health insurance, I would then, if I was traveling, have to get travel insurance as well. So as long as I'm covered and covered for everything, as far as I'm concerned, that is the end of the insurance health thing. That's it, set in stone. Until, I must say, not set in stone. Once I've finished, I do have plans to give up YouTube eventually, and chill and enjoy life without all the social media thing. And so once I do decide to settle in Thailand forever and ever, I will get specific Thai health insurance, but at the moment it's not a subject I know too much about and I don't need to. So anyway, moving on, the next subject is living. God, my hand's getting a bit stiff. I can change hands with my stick. Yeah, living. I give myself roughly this is, it doesn't fluctuate either side too much, sometimes does, sometimes doesn't, but it equals out. I basically spend about 40,000 baht per month. Now that 40,000 baht a month covers our food, water, eating out. It's things like just day-to-day stuff, you know, if I want to buy a plant, if I want to buy something for my vlogging, a new selfie stick, you know, eating out, beers. My beer bill isn't actually that big. If you always see me with a chang, with a beer, I'd say each day when I'm here at home, I'll probably have about three small changs, three small tins of chang, and I'll have a glass, sometimes two, if I'm cooking, 2 glasses of wine, and that's pretty much it. Occasionally, you might have seen in other vlogs, I went out with the lads. Yeah, I'll go on a little bit of a session, but day to day, your normal day, yeah, I'll have about three small changs, and that's it, in moderation. So yeah, the 40,000 covers all kinds of things. Like I'm going off to pick up my tyre in a minute for Beastie. That'll cost me about 500 baht. So it all comes out of that. It's day to day expenses, you know. Now that is kind of set in stone. Some weeks, some months I spend less, and some months I spend a little bit more. So what I do is, like this week I've overspent by about 2,000 baht. So what I'll do next week, I'll just spend 2,000 less. So now I'm not living here as a tourist, and I can take some time out. You know, this is where I live. I can take 2 or 3 days out. You know, sit around home, cook some dinner. You know, tidy up the yard, sort my YouTube stuff out. And after a couple of days, you've made that up. So there's always a way. I'm sure people are aware of how you save money. You stay in a little bit. It's the same here. You know, if you're, I'm very sensible, Captain Sensible. You know, I've got years to go until I get like my state pension and sell my other house to add funding to my life in Thailand. So you know, I have to be Captain Sensible, and I think most people would be. I need to. I'm not going back to UK. I've got nothing in the UK. I'm going to do a vlog about my life in the UK compared to here some stage. But we'll find a nice, beautiful location and not my back wall. Anyway, so that's pretty much what we spend. Now, when I travel, like you'll see me traveling, flights, I always travel on a budget. Someone mentioned, why don't I fly direct to Thailand? It's just all down the budget. Also, I like to stretch my legs halfway. It doesn't suit everybody. Some people might say, well, just someone said, I think, just get on and get off. Simple, no stress. That's okay if you've got that budget. But because I've been going backwards and forwards to the UK so many times, it's not in my budget a direct flight. So I have to save, you know, if I can save a couple £100, I save a couple £100. You know, it's all part of the picture. Being sensible with my dollar, or my euro, or my pound. Does that make sense? I'm waking up a bit now. If I'm starting to laugh, it makes. I'm sure I should vlog in the morning because I'm not so manic as the day goes on. Anyway, go back to subject. Yeah, flights, little internal flights of AirAsia. You know, 50 quid a pop. You know, staying in hotel, sometimes they're, you know, £10 a night, sometimes 20. I've been known to push the boat up to about 50 quid a night. That's English. I tend to quote hotels in English because when I book them through booking.com and I go, it all comes up in pounds. I can't convert everything instantly for everybody into other currencies. So sometimes I might mention other currencies. But yeah, the flights and the hotels and the little road trips, you know, when I went to Chiang Mai, the rental on the bike was a little bit more than down here in Hua Hin. And that is all covered thanks to you guys. If you're watching this, that is down to you. And I thank every single person that has viewed. I mean everybody, even the one, you know, the other lot, you know. You know what I'm on about. Everyone who watches my channel, I get paid. It doesn't cost you nothing. I get paid through advertisements. And yeah, I thank you all, and especially the subscribers. I'm starting to meet subscribers, people coming up to me in the street. It's all good. They're not coming up to me giving it the big one. They're coming up being really nice and really friendly. And I'm meeting some really, really nice people. And the ones I've met recently, they're back on this trip. You know you are. Thank you very much for what you've done for me and the boss regarding signing a contract to our house. Absolutely fantastic, amazing people. Thank you very much from my heart and the bosses. Anyway, yes, YouTube actually gives me an income. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's not. Normally when I go back to the UK, I take a bit of a break, the income obviously goes down. It's up and down like a yo-yo, but it's not guaranteed. So yeah, the channel needs to progress, and it needs to, I need more content and more adventures to give you guys. Maybe get some more watch time, some more views. And but at the moment it's okay. It's good. It's earlier on this year it paid for my trip to Bulgaria. It paid for my trip to Chiang Mai. I'm just going off to Bangkok next week to do something really special. Well, fingers crossed it's really special. It's something I don't think you would have seen too much of in Bangkok. It's something completely different. Something you would, if you're regular in Bangkok, and some of you might know what's coming up. But I'm going to do something completely different. So you're going to have to keep watching in Bangkok next week. Yeah, for something really special. And we're going to do some other stuff around the special stuff. So yeah, it's going to be different, man. We're going to basically a little bit outside Bangkok in the suburbs. We're going to do some stuff there. It's something I've been on about. Right, yes, the YouTube income pays. Thanks to you guys for watching my channel. It pays for all these extras. Now, if obviously if I didn't have that income, then my monthly costs would go up, and then I'd have to, you know, would I have concerns? Not necessarily, because when I work out my finances, I'm very shrewd with my finances, and I've got myself covered for pretty much about 20 years. I'm 60 now, so I've basically covered my finances for the next 20 years. Plus, on top of that, I get the UK pension when I'm 67. And yes, I know it's frozen. We'll go over that another day. It's people flap about the UK pension being frozen. I have plenty of backup. That'll just be like a little bit of an extra well, not a little bit, a big input for when I'm 67. It'll really help out my retirement in Thailand. But yeah, forget about the frozen thing for the moment. We'll talk about that another day, maybe. It's not really what this channel's about. But yes, and also I have another house to sell. So that is a massive thing. So I'm going to keep the other house in the UK for another maybe 5-6 years before I come up to 67. I've worked out my finances in about 7 years' time. Yes, let's put it up for sale, sever ties with the UK completely, and yeah, that money will add to the pot, and that's all extra. That's on top of what I've financed to live here for 20 years. So at some stage, because we're coming here and we're not spend, we've been sensible. At some stage, we're going to have extra money, so we can then afford treats in our older years. Might possibly get, I think I've mentioned I'm getting myself a scooter. That's all sorted. That's actually, the scooter's coming out of different funds. I'm buying a scooter. That is coming out of the sale of my business in the UK. So I've sold my business in the UK. The money from that, some of it, will go towards buying a scooter. So there's loads of little extras that come in. So I think if you work at the basics, and then all the add-ons are a bonus. So I hope that kind of makes sense. And so yeah, right, waffling a bit. I could talk about this subject all day. One of those people, I like to have everything covered. I watch some of these other cost of living things, and people don't always include everything. You know, like actually, hold on, I have just missed something out. Before I give you the final total, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Right, there is one thing that I haven't included, but I think I mentioned, and that's at the moment I'm renting a bike, but I'm not going to include this in the total figure because I'm on the verge of getting my own bike, so that won't be part of the parcel. So what I've decided, after I just switched off and had a think about it, I'm not going to include the bike rental. The bike rental cost me 150 baht per day. Yeah. It's not a massive add-on to the total figure. If you were living here and renting a bike full time, you could possibly, if you've done your figures, you could add that. If you haven't, etc. Blah blah blah. you know what I'm on about. It's not getting included in this budget because I'll have hopefully in about probably January. I'll be back here in Hue Hin because I'm going off traveling. So many things I want to tell you. I'll have to tell this in another vlog. I've got plans, travel plans, big time. But yeah, in the new year, January, I'll be getting my bike, so that won't be in the financial equation. Right, okay, you lovely lot. The final figure. Per month in Thai baht is roughly, approximately, bar the bahts, 51,000 baht per month. That is what we spend each month, and that gives us a good and happy lifestyle. US dollar, that is 1,468. Australian dollar, 2,269. And the euro is 1,402. That is what we spend every month. And that's based on 12 months of, watching bills, writing down the costs of everything, and that is pretty much it. If there's anything that I've forgotten that you'd like to pull me on or ask any questions about, please put it in the comments and I will answer. Hopefully I've covered absolutely everything. I can't think of anything extra that we spend, and I've explained the extra travelling with the YouTube money. It's just the bike. So yeah, it's all good. I'm happy. I'm very happy to be. I ain't as happy back in the UK. But yeah, I'll give you a quick update on the house. My house in the UK, a lot of people probably following my little story. I've signed the contract. That went in the post with DHL yesterday. And I got an email from the estate agent. All the inquiries, all the searches, everything's done and everything's been approved by the buyer. They are now been sent the documents to sign themselves, so the contract. So it's I looked at my email last night and I like stoked. I was like, oh man, so nervous to check my emails in case they pulled out, but they're not. It's looking like everything is going through. So I was, oh man, I just want to be and live in Thailand and be happy, and I think that's the main thing. Be happy, guys. Follow your dreams, live your dreams. You know, if I can do all this, I was a window cleaner from Northamptonshire, you know, work my bee off all my life, double shifting, doing low-end jobs. If I can do it, you can do it. Just have that willpower, have that mentality, get out there and do it. Anyway, I'm not preaching, I'm giving. Anyway, I'm waffling now, man. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog and I hope it explains a few things and helps a few people. From Rocket Travels, we'll see you in the next vlog. Got some big adventures coming. Over and out. Take care. Cheers.